Baltasar Egonga, the man of the moment, has been trending since last week to date. This appears after a sex tapes video leaked on social media, and then he had a lot of people talking about this man. Now, Baltasar happens to be the head of the National Agency for Financial Institution in Equatorial Guinea. Now, the whole of West Africa got talking after the leaked tapes of Baltasar Egonga. Now, a lot of people have shared their sentiments on these issues, their thoughts, opinions on the current issue of Baltasar. Little did we know that this issue was going to travel out of Ghana, out of Equatorial Guinea, out of Nigeria, out of the rest of the African countries. And as I'm talking to you, Baltasar has made it internationally, where top big media outlets like the CNN, the BBC are currently publishing stories on Baltasar Egonga. Now, after this incident happened, we got a lot of people trying to make mockery of the issue, trying to share their sentiments and trying to share their opinions after this man got involved with high-profile women in Equatorial Guinea. Now, there are certain things that has been happening after this news went viral. Now, some of the things happens to be a dance challenge that has been formed by some of the African countries, Benin, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and the rest. And you could see that people are really trying to imitate certain actions that they were seeing in some of the leaked videos. Currently, when you come to Ghana, you know, we have a term we usually use: share the link, and this happens to be with regards to Alpha R that is being done during midnight. Yes, but this time around, when you hear Alpha R, we're not talking about when you hear share the link, sorry, we're not talking about Alpha R. We are rather talking about share the links to the videos, the 400 and over videos of Baltasar Egonga. That is the man on the screen, the man of the moment, the man of the month, November. I mean, everything in November happens to revolve around Baltasar Egonga. And it will surprise you to know how CNN and the rest of the big media channels across the country are broadcasting this news on their channel. I don't know if they want to try to mock him or they are trying to send out a critical information to their viewers and their audience. Let's make time and watch this video. We'll give you more details on this issue.
There is a scandal rocking Equatorial Guinea. And for those of you who don't remember where that is, it's the Guinea that's on the equator. Anyway, their top financial investigator is a guy named Baltasar Egonga. And he is in some hot water after more than 400 of his sex tapes have leaked out, some of them with wives and relatives of senior government officials. So one thing we know about Egonga, Ebang. Ebang. Ricky Martin, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Randy finance minister. Okay. Gotta say, that looks like a man with 400 sex tapes. He's holding up that one finger to represent the number of women in Equatorial Guinea that he has not had sex with. Bye.
So that is all about the man of the moment, Baltasar Egonga. Yes, the man who is making waves. And now, I mean, to think that people do things that are very proficient and very let's say efficient, and then needs to be recognized, but then hey, their names don't get to the top. But Baltasar here, through about 400 plus leaked sex tapes, has been able to climb to the top. All this while where he used to be an official of the investigation department in Equatorial Guinea, didn't make it to the top. But unfortunately, fortunately for him, his sex tape has taken him to the top. I'm sure a lot of people didn't even know him up until this issue came. This shows how negative news really trends so fast and gets to other places within a twinkle of an eye. Now let's go on and then speak with Nana about this issue. Nana, I know you can hear me. So currently, Baltasar is trending in the US, he's trending in other top countries, and people are asking questions that why would US be so interested in a case or an issue like this?
Okay, so first of all, a very big welcome to all our audiences across the globe. Initially, we reported first on this particular update, and so far, 500,000 people have watched the particular report that we did. So, and as you are saying, the comment which is coming is, where is the link? I want to watch the video. We can't show those kind of video, especially on YouTube. So here's the deal. This guy has been trending, and definitely people are really shocked. You know, up until now, the person whose scandal or perhaps bedroom scandal had rocked the world was Diddy. Diddy's affair with multiple women, his accusations of various people whom they claim that Diddy had something to do with them. Not just that, also looking at the fact that when they first raided Diddy's house, they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Diddy is not a baby. So what is he doing with baby oil? And to think of it, the babies that Diddy have, they are with the baby mamas at different locations. So Diddy was on top of the game, but we wanted to show Diddy that there's anything that will come out from this world, the king or perhaps anything, the king of all of these things is from Africa. And surely Baltasar Egonga, the senior man himself, have proven that the whole world record is with him. Now this man did such a clean job that even the ladies were the people who were holding the camera. Unlike Diddy, that the people would say that they woke up and then they didn't know what happened, and they think or they thought that perhaps Diddy might have done something to them. This guy was in action with the people. In fact, some of the videos which have even hit online, realized that the ladies were the people who were adjusting the camera. They were camera girls, camera women who were positioning the camera well, and oh God, they were really feeling the whole vibe. I mean, we can't really get into details of it. So as this thing traveled, it made it to many American outlets, and people thought it was very fascinating that this man used his position and his influence to do this. Now, many people have been engaged in his scandals like it, but the fact that this man had the audacity to do it with even the president's daughter, together with his own cousins, house girls, and even top officials at his office, the IGP's wife and all of that, it really did make him a king, and that is why everyone is talking about it. And even the United States of America, they are really shocked because the guy's surname, Ibang, if you separate E and Bang, you should know what we are talking. So he's just living up to his name, and the whites are saying, wow, this guy is really a legend.
Okay, so how do you think this scandal is going to affect Equatorial Guinea's, let's say, their relationships with other country in terms of diplomacy and all that?
So first off, I don't think this is going to really disturb Equatorial Guinea in terms of anything. There's a local adage we have in our language that if you be a mensa womb, if I'm breaking it down, which means every house has its own bad debts. So I mean, we've seen these cases, but it's Equatorial Guinea's own which is now on TV or which is out. Trust me, there are lots of cases which are going on in our offices, in our government officials, that they are under racks. They are under the racks. I mean, even study shows that 70% of relationships that end in marriage starts from the office. That's why we have the term we call office romance. So there's nothing wrong with office romance, but there's something wrong with the type of romance that goes on at the office. The person engaged? Is it against the work policies? Is the manager using the position to force himself on someone? Is the lady or the ladies trying to seduce the manager into trying to get something out of the work, or trying to get a position? So these are questions. But aside from that, if it is an office romance, there's really nothing wrong with it. I know of a lot of my friends, actually 80% of my friends who got married, they got married out of office romance. One particular guy was working at immigration. the woman that he married was also from immigration. So the list goes on and on. But then at a point in time where the head of official is saying, hey, if you don't sleep with me, I'm not going to give you this position, and also perhaps a worker is using certain seduction tactics to lure the boss to, you know, kind of get him into the pens and also perhaps get a position. These are questions, and these are other things we need to also look at. So basically, these are issues that we need to look at. But aside from that too, I don't think that this is going to really cause any scare or perhaps any dent on Equatorial Guinea's name. Trust me, if you want to talk about a dent on a country's name, you should be talking about Didi. Didi is an American. Look at the things he's done. I mean, 1,000 baby oils. Didi, I don't think Didi's record even matches this guy. This guy is way less. Didi is far ahead because Didi has been doing this from the 90s. And his girlfriend include the famous Jennifer Lopez. I mean, he's dated a lot of people. So I don't think this is going to be a dent on any Equatorial Guinea's name. I rather think it is going to. Honestly, Equatorial Guinea have been trending for the past 1 week, and you know, it's funny when you click on the country, you just see Baltasar Egonga. People even think he's the president. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the last question, judging from what is happening currently, this is not the first time something is happening, and even from your statement, you mentioned Didi, and there have been a lot of people who have been involved in scandals like this. Can we say that this is a new wave, or it is because of technology that is why we are getting to hear more of this, or is something that was already in existence?
So one thing people don't know is that initially this particular man, the scandal of this particular man was not anywhere in relation to sexual scandal. Okay, it was a corruption scandal, embezzlement of funds. So he is more like the crime office that investigates criminal offenses. Okay, more like in Ghana here, Yoko boss. So they realized that some of the funds which were scheduled to be used in other projects, they were misappropriated, and then they launched an investigation. So in the investigation, they needed evidence to corroborate their claims and certain things. So they went into his house to actually organize a search warrant. The search warrant was just for documents and other supporting things that they can use to trial this man that, hey, you're a corrupt official. And then they found out they had multiple tapes. So in looking through those tapes, they thought that they were going to find files, accounting format and stuff, datas and stuff. And they realized that this man actually has been doing a different kind of data at his office. Okay, so that was how come this whole thing leaked. And honestly, I personally think that it is a very sad thing that people actually leaked this video. For the reputation's sake, I think this video shouldn't have been leaked. The investigators should have held on to this video and perhaps done an internal memo. Perhaps they could have announced that, hey, we found so and so and so. Okay, now there are people's wife there. There's the president's daughter. What is the motive of doing this? Is it to shame them? But you should also look at the emotional and the psychological trauma that people will face. Okay, imagine if my mom was part. Imagine if my auntie, whom I know is working with Egonga as a secretary, is part. How do you think I'll feel? Okay, so leaking the video was not a good idea, and definitely the initial thing was not even to search for sex tapes. It was just for corruption related activities, and it just came into pass that, hey, this man has something under his sleeves, and then things have gotten this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what is currently happening with Baltasar Egonga. We're going to give you more details and more just as the events unfold.